Alright, so when it comes down to bindings, there are 4 different binding systems set up right now. The famous toe cap, of course, the dual functioning toe strap, which is a toe cap and a traditional setup, and of course there's the flow style, comes into the back, just a quick step in. It's not a step in, but it's almost like a step in with the easy access and easy removal of your boot. And of course the last one is the traditional setup. So I'm going to start off with my favorite one, which is the toe cap. This is the Tech 9 toe cap, which is again the #1 selling one we do offer, just because again the main reason they sold really well is something new, and which is something that has never even happened in the snowboarding business yet. The main reason why people love this bindings, and just because they love the toe cap period, is the ability to have the binding become more responsive compared to a traditional toe cap. What it does really is once everything is set up, it actually pushes your feet. Actually, as you say, your boot further back into the high back. That allows it to become more one with the binding and with of course with the snowboard and your boot. So you don't lose any energy when transferring, and of course it's super comfortable and what everyone wants. And the main reason why it got invented is due to the fact that it actually alleviates the pressure from the top of your toe, caused by like over tightening. But what this one does is actually makes it and spreads it out in front of your toe, so it doesn't feel like you even have a snowboard binding inside. And so that's the main reason why the toe cap is the #1 selling binding right now in the market. Alright, so the #2 bindings, this is what I was talking to you about. This is the dual functioning toe strap. The main reason why this one is so popular definitely is because with traditional binding you can actually crank it down just like a traditional one. Or what Drake did actually is they invented this thing. What it does acts like a toe cap, but not really. You can actually place it further down on your toe. It sucks again. Main reason sucks again your boot further back into the binding. Make it a lot better, make it nice and stiffer. The main reason why I really like this bindings, again, like some people don't like the toe cap, but at least with this one you have a choice between riding a traditional style or maybe even going back to a toe cap style. So again, Drake's one of the few companies, not one of the few, some of the companies that actually started that. So again, look, if you're looking for a binding that you don't want to specifically have toe caps, Drake does offer a dual functioning toe cap for everyone. So the third setup I want to talk to you guys about is the Flow binding setup. Flow is definitely one of the first very innovative company that came up with this binding. They were definitely the first one to come up with this system, and everyone of course tried to mimic or copy even this guys. Flow has been around, and the main reason why they are still around is because of this system. They're the first company to ever start the system, and they're definitely one of the innovators and leaders of how to make this better. The main reason why this binding again is so super popular is not just because of its looks, but because of this. This is called the easy access. Just step in. Again, step in your boot, clamp it up, clamp it down, and you're set. And of course you have to adjust this one according to comfort. And that's it. Once you set that one up, you never ever have to but you never ever have to change it again. You just might have to adjust like the front straps and the back straps here. But again, once you set them up, it's always ready to go. All you gotta do is step in and step out, and you're riding. Don't have to wait for those guys ratcheting it down. So that's again main reason why the Flow system has been selling really well too. #4 different strap is definitely the traditional. The first one that came out, it's still always going to be here forever. Again, I'm not knocking this thing down or anything like that, but the main reason people still love this, definitely love this binding, is of course the feeling of being secure inside your binding, which is definitely one of the main reasons why snowboarding is very popular, and definitely one of the main reasons why you always have to check your bindings. And this is definitely, again, traditional binding straps covers the top part and covers your toe part. So nice and easy, super simple to explain. Again, it covers the front, covers the back, and nothing much goes to it, but other than just make you feel nice and secure inside your board, and not inside your board, inside your binding. If you want to get up to definitely one of the traditional binding, Nitro still offers one of the best ones, and a lot of the companies that I showed you earlier, they do offer them. Companies like Drake and Nitro and even Tech 9 has a traditional which you can actually interchange back, which they do offer the conventional strap with every single purchase. So, a couple of things you should be looking for before purchasing your binding is first of all, do your research, know what you want, and definitely before you step out of your house, you just want to ask your friends and definitely ask your local snowboard shop what they think and what they feel about certain bindings. What we do offer is when it comes down to bindings is the aluminum heel cup. Never ever buy a binding that has just all plastic. Nothing wrong with all plastic, but what the aluminum heel cup does, it offers it to become more stiffer, becomes more responsive, and it definitely makes it a better. It gives you a better control when you're snowboarding out there. So always look for the aluminum heel cup. Most companies do offer them. Try to avoid getting the plastic ones because they do break when it gets super cold. But yeah, get an aluminum heel cup if you're looking for an awesome awesome binding anyways. When it comes to base plates for bindings, again, three different types, not three different types, but just different types that they do offer. Of course, the metal, which is still around, a lot of companies are still offering them. If you're looking for a very stiff binding, super responsive, but you want like a little beefier and everything like that, definitely go get yourself a metal base plate binding. Again, you'll notice a big difference between a metal and a plastic, just because of its stiffness. Number two, there's a lot of companies that do offer, which is actually most companies for snowboard bindings, they're offering the nylon composite, which means it's nylon with a fiberglass inlay, so it makes it nice and stiff. That's definitely one of my choice. I prefer a binding that's a little bit softer, not as stiff as metal base plates, but definitely the number one popular bindings out there is the plastic with a composite with fiberglass in them. And the third, but not the least, is what they'll call a mix. What they'll do is a nylon composite base plate with metal inserts on the side. What it does again is it stiffens up the base plate again to make it nice and stiff, and that's what a lot of people are. If that's what a lot of our customers are looking for, and that's definitely one of the features you should be seeking after. And yeah, metal base plates, plastic, and of course the metal insert to make it stiff. Next is the high backs. Definitely very important feature of a binding. Definitely very important. A lot of the high backs are actually changing this year. It all started off first of all with a very small when I was riding. Started off like this high, then it got bigger. Then of course now when it comes down to bindings this year, this is like the standard feature of a high back, nice and tall, goes up probably by your calf or so. But the main reason why this is so popular, again, gives you a better response. But a lot of people are starting to notice and definitely are staying away from high backs this high, because a lot of companies are offering the smaller version of this one, which is usually about half an inch smaller. What it does is a lot of the park guys, a lot of the freestyle guys are actually looking for high backs that low. Again, for when it comes down to it, for response, and they want an ability to like stop and turn super quicker compared to the higher high backs like these guys. So.